Two American citizens were killed by federal agents in Minneapolis during a migration enforcement operation, triggering intense public criticism across social media and major news outlets. Former President Donald Trump spoke with Minnesota's Democratic Governor, Tim Walz, in an effort to ease tensions and explore a possible compromise regarding the deployment of federal agents. This video focuses on the rising tensions in Minnesota following the shootings involving federal agents. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the latest and most important news. For several days, federal vehicles had been circulating through certain neighborhoods. Men in green uniforms, sometimes without clear insignia, would appear and disappear. There were reports of arrests, checkpoints, and immigration operations carried out without coordination with local police. Many people watched. Few truly understood what was unfolding. Alex Preddy was one of those observers. An intensive care nurse, he was no stranger to pressure, urgency, or fear carefully hidden behind professional gestures. He knew what it meant to hold the hand of someone who was dying. That day, he wasn't there to protest with a slogan or a flag. He was there because he sensed that something was wrong. Because people were shouting. Because families were panicking. Because armed agents were operating on an ordinary street, among civilians, as if public space had suddenly become a military zone. He was filming, not to provoke, not to challenge, just to keep a record. In an America where images are often the only protection against official narratives, filming has become a reflex, almost a civic duty. Alex moved slowly, spoke calmly. The videos show a man who is not running, not shouting, not attacking. A man trying to understand what is happening and perhaps to protect those without a voice. Then everything accelerated. Shouting. An order misunderstood or issued too quickly. Pepper spray. Rough movements. Alex falls. He is on the ground. Surrounded. The seconds become blurred. Witnesses would later say he had nothing in his hands except his phone. Authorities would claim he was armed. Two accounts. Two irreconcilable truths. Then the gunshots. Sharp. Final. Alex never gets back up. The news spreads within minutes. First through the neighborhood. Then across social media. Then across the entire country. An American citizen killed by federal agents during a migration operation. The sentence feels unreal. Like a mistake. Like a poorly written line in a script we've already seen too many times. But this is not fiction. This is Minneapolis. Again, a city already marked by the scars of George Floyd, mass protests, and reform promises never fully kept. And Alex was not the first that month. Days earlier, another life ended under similar circumstances. Another intervention. Another official version. Another family thrown into confusion. Two deaths. Two citizens. And the same question echoing through conversations, television studios, and kitchen tables. How did we get here? Anger rises, but it doesn't explode immediately. It accumulates. It becomes heavy. In the streets, people walk, talk, cry. Some shout. Others remain silent, eyes lost in thought. Many are not protesting just one death, but something deeper. The feeling of no longer recognizing their country. Seeing federal agents operate without transparency. Watching the line between security and brutality blur. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz finds himself at the center of the storm. He knows this city. He knows this anger. He knows every word matters. He demands explanations. Calls for an independent investigation. Requests the withdrawal, or at least the reduction, of federal forces. Behind the official statements lies political fear. Fear of escalation. Fear of a permanent breakdown in trust between the state and the federal government. In Washington, Donald Trump responds, as often, with firm statements, followed by an attempt to regain control of the narrative. He defends his agents. Talks about law and order, national security, chaos caused by overly lenient local authorities. But he also senses something slipping away. The optics are bad. Even part of his own base, deeply attached to gun rights and individual freedoms, begins to hesitate. A legally armed man, shot without clear evidence of an immediate threat, unsettles even those who usually support a hardline approach. So Trump calls Tim Walz. The call is described as constructive, carefully chosen words. De-escalation, cooperation, exploring compromise. Behind the scenes, it's mostly about preventing things from spiraling out of control, showing that federal power listens, at least on the surface. A senior official is sent to Minneapolis. The agents don't disappear, but their presence becomes less visible. The fire is contained, not extinguished. Meanwhile, Alex's family buries a son, a brother, a friend. His hospital colleagues describe a calm, committed, deeply humane man. Someone who spent his nights saving lives and lost his own in broad daylight, in the street, in front of cameras. Nothing in their grief requires political analysis. There is only absence and an unanswered question. Minneapolis goes on living, but something has changed. Conversations are more tense. Glances toward uniforms are more suspicious. The images of the shootings remain etched in memory. January 2026 will not be remembered as just another news cycle. It will stand as a turning point. A moment when America was once again forced to look at itself in the mirror and ask how far it is willing to go in the name of security and how many lives it is willing to sacrifice before saying, enough. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comments and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the real news.